Wood, smoking all my dragons, divine righteous, almighty greats over achieving, never slacking. Today we got educated American, educated, thinks he can school police in London. Now I'm definitely interested to see how this turns out. Very curious, American versus British cops. So we gonna hop right into it. Original link will be in the description. Let's do it. Here we go.
We've asked you to stay here.
What's the charges?
There's no charges.
Am I free to go?
Yo, what's going on, people? We are back with another one, and in today's episode we're gonna see an American tourist challenge British police on the legality of the stop. You don't want to miss this, as this is going to be informative, educational and fun. Obviously, you know how the Americans are going to be and you know how the British are going to be. So this is a match made in heaven. Let's go. There's going to be more.
He said this is a match made in heaven. Listen, I feel like my prediction is it's probably going to get real spicy. Real spicy. So lot of slick talking. So let's see if I'm correct.
Bobby's on the way. Let's do this. Like, comment, share.
I've asked you to stay
Am I free
here
to, no,
because
am I
you
free to
can-
go?
No, not at the moment.
So am I being detained?
You've been detained here for the moment, yes.
On what grounds?
On the grounds that there's been a serious assault inside the premises
What does that have to do with us?
because you may be involved or you may be
There's
a
a person.
witness.
There's a person gave you a description of whatever was involved.
Very vague description, and that's
Okay.
what we're trying to
There's a
find.
white guy and a black guy here. Do either one of us fit the description?
I think at this point you can tell what sort of interaction this is going to be. I mean, again, we have to understand that obviously in an ongoing investigation, where there's an investigation that's taking place currently, as you know, these people were having a conversation, there are certain, you know, prerequisites that you have to understand and have to take on board, especially when it comes to an ongoing investigation.
Description.
I could agree with that. I definitely feel like I feel like, all right, so just the fact that this person is outside of their country, you definitely have to be a little more careful and be a lot more patient and kind of just, you know, listen a little bit more so before you're so quick to become a little aggressive and are we being detained? Are we da 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 da? Like what? Like yeah, you ask a couple questions like, are we being detained? Like what's going on? If they say there's an ongoing investigation, then okay, just calm down a little, just a little bit. You're not in your territory.
You might be a witness.
I told you. I've already told you. I have not seen anything.
We need to make sure that is the case.
Well, the case is, I'm telling you, I haven't seen
Right, the
anything.
thing
This
is,
gentleman said he
until-
hasn't seen anything.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Now,
until
I'm.
we speak
What is
to
your name?
PC Hawkins.
And what is your name?
Lucy Jones,
Am I free to go?
you're being detained.
On what grounds?
On
I'm American, so I know.
Now, normally I don't really get involved in these sort of situations, but I have to on this occasion because I feel like the American person has this sort of vendetta or this, you know, this demeanor that sort of demands authority or demands, you know, respect, which is, okay, I get that, but at the same time, you are in a foreign land, you are a tourist in a land, so you should.
And that's what he's saying is what I was saying. You being a tourist, you being in a foreign land, you definitely should listen to just a little more,
You know, try and understand what the people are telling you, the people that are from the land, and do not expect them to go along by the laws or the jurisdiction that you have in your country. That's just nonsensical. That makes no sense.
On what
Yeah.
grounds? Be careful what you say. On what grounds am I being detained for?
you've been explained enough times.
I'm going to get up and leave. Is there a reason why I cannot leave?
If you just bear with me a few minutes,
I don't want to bear
I'm gonna
because
go-
I don't want to bear with you until you told that guy to stop using his phone. That's why
Right, the concern I have, okay, is that for all I know...
am I free to go?
No, listen a minute.
No,
I'm
don't
trying
forget
to
about all that.
explain.
Am I free to go?
No, you've asked me. You've
Yes,
said
ma'am.
you've
Am I free to go?
questioned about it, and I'm just explaining to
Am
you.
I free to go? Yes, I'm aware, totally aware. Am I free to go?
No, you haven't let me answer the question.
Yeah, because you guys, like, I'm sitting here, I'm cooperating.
Again, I don't want to be that guy, but maybe I'm watching the wrong video because I'm not seeing the cooperation. Where is it? At what point did that happen? Or is it going to happen? I'm just a bit confused. But yeah, let's go. Keep.
But now, like, you guys are pushing. You can't use the bathroom.
Hold on.
You know.
I've explained to you why you can't use the bathroom. You haven't let me explain yet why I was saying
No, you don't
about-
want. Now you're ready to explain because the video camera's on, ma'am.
No, I
listen.
had already explained because it's on my video camera.
Okay, but
I had already
your video
explained
camera only
why
gets
you don't-
used in case of an incident that needs to be reported.
No.
Okay.
Not necessarily. It can be used for anything. It can be used
Okay,
for complaints or
exactly,
anything.
exactly. A complaint, exactly.
yes.
So if he complains, you have to pull that video camera up. If nobody complains, you don't need to pull it up. So I'm asking you, are we free to go?
All right, cool. Let's go. This guy is keeping me busy, but I don't mind. Let's do this. So in the UK, if a police officer records you with his body cam, you can have access to that footage because you are a data subject and they are data handlers. So according to GDPR policies and the new framework that's been put into place, you can have access to that content regardless of, you know, whether you're making a complaint, whether you are making a story, or whether you just want it for yourself. You can have access to that footage. Now, I'm not sure whether the same principles apply to a foreign national. So, you know, in this case, an American.
I'm not sure if that is the same way in America, but you know, I will give the guy this. When stuff does happen fast like that, sometimes people just don't think. You know, they don't think, emotions run high, and he probably wasn't even thinking that they were recording at all. You know, it's just so different in America. You know, so but I do feel like people should be a lot more. I do feel like people should tone it down a little bit and use their, you know, just kind of use their brain a little bit more, right? And just at least see what's, you know. But I guess from what he was saying, she wasn't trying to explain what was happening until the camera came out. So
Might have to look into that.
Oh,
But
are we free to go?
Right. No. Are you gonna let me?
Are we being
explain
detained?
to you? Are you gonna let me
No,
explain to you?
no, I'm just answering my questions. Are we free to go?
No. We've explained.
Why are we not free to go?
Because there's a crime that's been alleged that's happened in here.
Is there
We need-
descriptions of
we
the
need
people?
Time to get a fuller description.
I told you
There
we just.
may be other accomplices involved. There may be significant witnesses.
now, see, in America, there is a lot of cops that do BS like that. I've definitely been stopped for no reason, where it's like, oh, and I literally could, at nighttime it's happened, and I could literally, you could see the cop kind of like thinking, he's like, yeah, I got a call, so I'm looking for somebody. It was just so strange. So like, I'm not gonna bash the American, you know, because it's just, once again, it's just such a it's a kind of a cultural clash there. So
Okay.
If I get up
So
and
for the
leave, is
moment-
there you gonna try to stop me from leaving? Is there any rules to say?
and I don't want to say cultural clash, but it's just that difference of understanding, right? That difference of experience.
That I cannot leave?
I would ask you.
You're asking me, but I don't want to stay anymore because I want to go. My headache is now subsided, and I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Just bear
Am I
with
free to
me.
go?
Can you just wait one?
See what happens when someone's educated.
boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, where do we even start? Where do we start? I'm just gonna say two words. Dunning-Kruger.
Nothing to do with being an agent.
Yes, it does. Because I'm asking, am I free to go? And now you guys, I know I'm free to go.
Listen, man. You don't see us coming to your side of the pond and telling your cops how to do their jobs, man. So if you know you're free to go, man, go.
I don't think anyone wants to come to the U.S. and try to tell these cops how to do their job, and that's part of the problem. Is it's just so much friction amongst the U.S. with cops and, you know, the citizens, that I'm not surprised if someone goes to a foreign land and has a standoff and feels as and treats them a certain type of way just because of what they're used to. But at the same time, that's no excuse to bring that to somebody else's, someone else's land. Especially if, like, I don't know what police brutality is like in London, but I'm sure it's or the UK period, but I'm sure it's not anywhere near how it is in the US.
Go, man. Go about your business, man. What are you waiting for, man? Go, man.
I know I am. And he's free to go. Are you free to go?
Then you also got to keep in mind, a lot of people do just be looking to go viral too. You know what I'm saying? That got to keep that in mind.
Yes. You're telling him you can't use the bathroom.
You can't, because it's a scenes of crime. You've been
Okay.
explained that, so
Okay.
we did
But
explain that to you, that
exactly,
crime is
and therefore, you've had, description of whatever the case may be.
No, we've had a description of where it happened. It's alleged to have happened.
Are we free to go? I need to answer now because I'm going to get up and leave.
She will be back and she will let you know.
No, I'm going to get up now and leave.
You can't wait, what, 2 minutes? Less than
Why
that?
do I have to wait? So I'm lawfully being detained.
Pardon?
Am I unlawfully being detained at this moment?
Not unlawfully, no.
Okay,
You've
so
been
I
asked-
am a free to go.
We've asked you to stay. She a fair thing to
No,
to
it's
wait.
unfair because you
it's
told this
fair.
gentleman he cannot use the bathroom.
You can't because it's a crime scene.
It is a crime scene, which is
Okay.
not a private scene.
Yes. No, I'm not alright because we're free to. Are we being
No, you're not
detained?
free to go at the moment.
Okay, well, what's the reason?
Well, we're still investigating what's gone on here. Something's happened. There's an allegation of crime, and we need to work out what's going on.
Okay, do you have a description of those people?
We
of the
do,
crime?
yeah.
Okay, do either one of us fit description? One of
At
us.
the moment, yes.
Okay, so which one needs to go then?
You both need to stay.
Come on, there's a black guy and a white guy here. One of us fit the description.
No, you both need to stay. Sir.
What's it on what grounds?
They're saying American, but the guy talking doesn't sound American to me. Oh, he does not sound American.
On what grounds is because we don't know what's going on at the moment.
You need to find out because we
Well,
need
that's
to go.
what we're doing, sir.
All
I
right.
Sir, I promise you we won't keep you here any longer than we need to.
No, it's the fact that they don't want to let him use his phone and use the bathroom. This is
No.
the only reason why I put my camera out.
Well, I've got my camera on as well.
It doesn't matter about your cameras. My camera is more important than yours.
Absolutely.
All right. So are we being? I'm ready to leave now.
He said my camera's more important than yours.
You're not going anywhere.
Okay. And are you going to stop me from leaving?
Yes, I will.
On what grounds?
Well, on the grounds that I suspect you might be involved in a criminal matter.
Okay, on a criminal matter. And this gentleman also?
Same.
Okay. What's your name?
It's Sergeant Hall.
And what's your name?
Sergeant Bing.
And your name again?
Jones.
And
PC Hawkins.
okay, so you're actually illegally detaining us
No,
right
we're
now.
not illegally detaining you.
I do believe you are
Well,
because.
that's fine, sir.
Because the simple fact is you have a description of a
Added
person.
a rank to myself.
There's a white guy and a black guy here, and you're still telling me that one of us is for description. So one of us needs to go.
You both need to stay, sir. Look, I appreciate your frustration.
No, it's the frustration is that the guy wanted to use the bathroom and they didn't even let him use the bathroom. Now, if something happens to his bladder, it's on you guys.
Well, then I'm willing to take.
You're not allowed to detain anybody from using the bathroom.
What to do?
Because you just don't, like I say,
Yeah,
as soon
come
as,
with me for any toilet, public toilet. I'm
Okay, so here's my thing. If they said only one fit the description, I get what he's saying. So why can't the person who fits the description stay? But then at the same time, they're saying, okay, so they want to use the other as a possible witness. So it's like I can see, but at the same time, it's hard to say what you'll do in these situations. There's going to be a lot of people that are like, oh, this guy's stupid. Da, 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 da. But once again, in America, it goes down so much different in America. You have to protect yourself. You have to be careful. There's so much crooked activity that does happen in America. You have to protect yourself. But at the same time, so it's definitely going to be a cultural, like I said, just difference there. As far as even in the comments, when people commenting, some people are going to feel, oh, this guy's an idiot. But at the same time, I don't know what he's been through, what he's seen to be so aggressive. When he feels like he's wronged, he feel like he may need to stand up and we can't use the bathroom, we can't just out of what's going on. So if I was in a situation, I would definitely, I do think, I guess at that point, patiently wait and see, and everything's recorded. So if anything is in the wrong, I mean, you have the evidence right there, as well as the fact that it's in their law to that where you're able to see what they recorded. So
I was sitting there quietly. I only put my phone out because she didn't want to let him use the bathroom.
Yeah, well, sir, she's well within her rights due to the nature of the allegation.
You cannot stop someone from using the body fluids. No, you cannot. Are you serious? Are you listening? You're telling someone they cannot use the bathroom.
Sir, the nature of the allegation means that you need to keep everyone here.
I can't do anything.
I appreciate your frustration. What can I say?
I'm not frustrated. Just that the guy. I know I ain't do nothing. That's why I only put this guy here wants to use the bathroom. You guys didn't want to let him use the bathroom.
Alright guys, so quickly just to give you a summary, these two gentlemen were stopped by police as they suspected them of being involved in a criminal incident. As investigation was taking place, as the police were gathering evidence and information in regards to the incident, one of the suspects asks whether he can use the toilet. The police officers tell him that at that moment he could not use the toilet, he would have to hold it essentially, and this is where the gentleman with the camera, the American gentleman, steps in, brings out the camera and tries to record the altercation for his purposes. I hope you've enjoyed this. Smash a like and I'll see you next time. Peace.
I can see,
Okay.
honestly, in that video, I can see on both sides the frustration. Personally, like I said, if I was stopped randomly and it's like, hey, I want to, investigate, and I'm in a whole nother country, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not saying I'm gonna be aggressive, but I'm gonna definitely be a lot more concerned. Like, okay, I don't know how the rules are around here. I don't, if I started to feel like something was, okay, this is ridiculous, then yeah, I'm gonna have to hold it down a little more. But other than that, I'm gonna do my best to try to listen. But coming from a place where, like I said, where people do get singled out a lot and all type of brutality, all type of stuff be going on, he probably feels like, hey, what is really up? Like, if I don't fit the description, why, if one of us don't fit the description, why are we still? They said, oh, what do you? I don't know. That's one of those confusing situations. I'm looking forward to y'all comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think about in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And try to not be biased either. Try to put yourself in both shoes. Because like I said, it's easy to be like, oh, this guy's an idiot, or da-da-da-da-da, or it's easy to do that. But I like the people, like my favorite people in the comments are the ones who actually try to break down both sides and have an understanding instead of just, jump into a conclusion there. So, like I said, I'm looking forward to the comments, seeing what y'all got to say. But with that being said, original link in the description. And if you want more videos like that, make sure you hit that like, that subscribe, and definitely that notification bell. And I'll see you all soon. Y'all be safe out there. Much love.